So when asked to be in the Harmoni Pendant study, I was interested because I believe that looking at the heart rate variability is so key to looking and getting an inside look on what I just kind of term generically as resilience for my clients. So we want to look directly into that autonomic nervous system or the sympathetic parasympathetic system and see with heart rate variability, how well are they able to adapt to stress in life. What we were looking at is doing a heart rate variability scan and determining a baseline, and then we exposed them to a negative EMF field and then rescan the clients in what would actually be like a typical office environment, really, or a home environment if you're working at your home computer with these negative EMF fields, and see how did that affect their biology as compared to baseline. We charged the Harmoni Pendant and put the Harmoni Pendant on the client, and then just waited a few moments and then rescanned again in the same negative EMF environment as they were, so that we could see were there some inferred benefits from just simply wearing the Harmoni Pendant. And then I did my own scan and showed that it does, truly affect my heart rate variability.
And there's this little pendant, which I love. This is a EMF protecting pendant. And so I'm checking this out. And I have to say I'm sleeping better since I've been wearing it. I'm not getting as much brain fog because I'm on my phone a lot. I am, we all are these days, especially as we're working from home.
I would say we had one really impressive benefit that happened to several of our participants, which was improved sleep. And it was dramatic. Others saying that they just felt a little bit less tired and a little bit more relaxed. And I do believe the mitochondria, where we produce energy, is potentially one of the main locations where the pendant may be working. Our mitochondria are sensitive to things like frequencies and light and thoughts. And the more on board and happier and healthier your mitochondria are, the better you're going to feel in all aspects of your life. So one had just had a baby, and she, wrote me back like freaking out because it was the first night both her and the baby slept through the night.
EMF stress is like static electricity. It's like trying to listen to something and pay attention when you have lots of static in the background, and it throws our bodies out of balance, and it operates at a faster frequency. And the really remarkable thing is the Harmoni Pendant helps your body just go back to its natural state, and not so that it's not sped up by those EMFs in the environment. And so I think that calming is just a huge benefit of the pendant, and just allowing the body to focus on what it needs to do without being distracted, and helping the body deal with that constant source of stress.
And so I started doing the studies, and we included the live blood along with doing heart rate variability. I think the thing that I really appreciated most was watching the changes in the live blood. Most of them were saying they felt calmer, they had more focus, they had more energy, they slept better. Yeah, one of the guys, he's wound tight as a clock, and he just mellowed as he was harmonizing. You could just see him relax. And he literally said that to me. He goes, I don't know what kind of juice you put in this thing, but this is the best I've felt in a long time.
We did heart rate variabilities. I've got the HRV thing that we did before and after. And I'll tell you, it was pretty much across the board. I would say 85% to be conservative, maybe 90, but of the people, once you run a heart rate variability just to get the baseline, and then would introduce the stressor. And then afterwards, when we harmonized them just for 2 minutes, I did it for 2 minutes, everybody across the board, same kind of measurement, and about 85, maybe 90% of them went up. I would say the low end went up maybe 10 to 15%, but I saw some people who went up like 30 to even 40%, a couple of people. So it was pretty impressive.
Well, I'm a biochemist by training and a PhD in molecular and cellular physiology, so I've had a long-standing interest in how the body works. We are electric beings. The people who live in major cities underneath cell towers, they're constantly bombarded with not low-level EMF, a high level of EMF. Everybody's stressed, everybody's running at maximal speed. So there are a lot of things that we're subjected to that drain voltage, whether it's chemicals from the food we eat or EMFs from the environment from all these towers and technologies. So I became interested in this little study because we were provided a means to changes in heart rate variability and a number of other outputs, really some interesting algorithms, that you could see what the kind of the total voltage or power of the human is based on any given situation. Well, I would notice that when I would harmonize them with the pendant immediately afterwards, you can actually see the frequencies start to move when you harmonize them with them, and then you place them. Sometimes it would take, a couple of minutes in some people, but during that time, they felt a calming. They can actually feel it. I think probably 80% of the people said that they slept better the night they're there, and they're still wearing the pendant today. And some of these I did a couple months ago.
The verbal feedback has been similar to what we're saying in that they just feel more calm and kind of a stress level down. And it's really quite noticeable in this time. I mean, everybody's on a high stress. We have so much uncertainty happening in the world and so much chaos. And I think that just to give them a tool to help them into that, I have a really high level stress, in my job as well. And I am raising 4 children, and we have 2 additional businesses in addition to this clinic. So just a high level of always on the go feeling. And I know that brings me into my sympathetic more than I'd like to. So I really felt that it had a calming effect on me and just more level-headed, to be able to get through my day easier.
I have one patient who is a truck driver and has noticed from wearing the pendant that, he said he typically felt agitated or angry, and he feels remarkably calmer and more relaxed since he's been wearing the pendant. And to me, it's almost as like a personality change. It was that dramatic. It's just remarkable.
I want something that's quantifiable, that's objective, that I can feel good about explaining a mechanism of action. My reputation's at stake and their health is at stake. Sometimes it's these small things that may seem really trivial that have the greatest effect on their health.
Hi, I'm Wendy Myers, and I have a confession to make. I used to be totally paranoid about EMFs or electromagnetic fields, but I think I was right to be a bit freaked out. Just think about it. There are now 257 million smartphones in the US alone. Worldwide, the number will soon be 3.8 billion. That makes me so thrilled to introduce you to this new Harmoni Pendant with a totally new design and size options available so that you can get the best one for you, for your family, and your loved ones.